Barak the Yahweh Barakatha Yehoshua, Barak the Yahweh Barakatha Yehoshua, Ba Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, Welcome to Great Millstone, to all Mamzers. Lord will, you are edified. This video was inspired by a video composed from the YouTube platform Biblical Defenders, video entitled Response Shabar versus GMS Mamzers. So I guess we're all Mamzers. Also, subscribe to Elder Karatazat, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and be constantly edified.
Yeah, which is cool, but you just gotta admit that you're a Mamzer. What color is Christ? What color was Christ? What color is Christ?
Yahushua's a dark-skinned man.
He's a dark. Are you dark-skinned?
What is dark? What is?
Did Christ have a white mother?
Bro, you
look at y'all. Look like white boys up here. Did Christ have a white mother? Did Christ have a white mother?
Listen.
And what color was she? Bronze, black. He was not a product of any other nation of people. So once you mix, you're a Mamzer. If I get...
First and foremost, there is no such thing as a mixed seed, okay? Again, there's no such thing as a mixed seed. Also, Yahushua, let me say it like this, Yahushua's forefathers, which are our forefathers, dealt with heathen women, okay?
Look, if I get a poodle and I get another dog and I mix them, it's not the same product.
All right, so with that being said, according to Wikipedia, Mamzer goes into born of a Jew father and a heathen mother. Again, born of a Jew father and a heathen mother. And your mother has nothing to do with the genetic process of the seed. Only the father, okay? Based on X and Y chromosomes. Numbers. Slovakia. Let me just do it like this. Numbers, chapter 1, verse 1. And Yahweh spoke unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take you the sum of all the congregation of the sons of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their poles. Again, take you the sum of all the congregation of the sons of Israel, okay? After their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their poles. Jump down to verse 18. And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declare their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their poles. According to biblical doctrine, the truth Your lineage is dictated only by your father. Your nationality is determined by your father or your forefathers. Numbers 2:1. And Yahweh spoke unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, Every man of the sons of Israel shall pitch by his own standard with the ensign of their father's house. Far off about the tabernacle of the congregation shall they pitch. It's all about your father and nothing about your mother, although she plays a part in your genetic makeup. So again, according to Wikipedia, Mamzer goes into born of a Jew father and a heathen mother. Let's go into Exodus chapter 2 and verse 21. And Moses was content to dwell with the man, and he gave Moses Zipporah, which was a heathen woman, his daughter, and she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom. For he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. So Gershom means what? Stranger. Okay? Stranger. And Zipporah, which was Moses' lesser wife, right? Because she was a heathen, bare him a son. And most importantly, she was not an Israelite. Strong's H 1647 for Gershom. Gershom, which means what? Firstborn son of Moses and Zipporah. And his name means what? Foreigner or stranger. And he was a product of a heathen woman. And I want to say, yeah, Zipporah's nation was Median, okay? She was a heathen. So based on this guy's logic, okay, Moses' son would be a Mamzer. And Moses' son is one of our forefathers. But let's continue. Who are the sons of Jacob with their mothers? According to Wikipedia.org, Jacob had 12 sons through 4 women, his wives, Leah and Rachel, okay? And ultimately, they were Israelites. And his concubines, right? And the reason why I say they were Israelites, because Rachel and Leah's father was a Syrian, right? Now, based on him living in that land. All right. However, him and Jacob, referring to their father, comes from the same lineage. So when Leah and Rachel came back through the process of reincarnation, they were Israelites. Okay. Like, for example, I live in Jackson. So if the scriptures were written about me for a particular thing, the scriptures may identify me as Abaya the Jacksonian. But I'm not from Jackson. I'm an Israelite. So again, Leah and Rachel and his concubines, Bilhah and Zilpah. Okay, now concubines means what? Lesser wives. Why? What makes them lesser wives? Because they are not Israelites. They come from another nation. Okay, so let's go to Genesis chapter 29 and verse 24. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his maid, for an handmaid, right? When we research Zilpah, who was identified as a concubine, Strong's H 2153, pronounced as Zalapa, right? The Syrian given by Laban to Leah as a handmaid, a concubine of Jacob. So she may have actually been a Syrian, but we know definitely she was not an Israelite. Mother of Asher and Gad. Asher and Gad, okay, are part of the 12 sons, Jacob's 12 sons. So it's safe to say that Asher and Gad are Mamzers, according to that guy's logic. Let's jump down to verse 29. And Laban gave to Rachel, his daughter, Bilhah, his handmaid, to be her maid. And he, referring to Jacob, you know what? Let me just read this down. Starting again at verse 24. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his maid, for an handmaid. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this you have done unto me? Did not I serve with you for Rachel? Wherefore then have you beguiled me? And Laban said, it must be slack. And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Verse 27, fulfill her week, and we will give you this also for the service, which you shall serve with me yet 7 other years. And Jacob did so, and fulfilled her week. And he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah, his handmaid, to be her maid, right? So let's focus on Bilhah. Strong's H 1090, pronounced as Balaha. Going into Rachel's handmaid, whom she gave to Jacob as a concubine, which means a lesser wife. And what made her a lesser wife is because she was from another nation. She was classified as a heathen by default. Mother to 2 of Jacob's children, Dan and Naphtali. So Asher and Gad, Dan and Naphtali can be identified as Mamzers. Because why? They had heathen mothers. And again, Laban, okay, was from the same lineage of Jacob. And he was identified as a Syrian because he was living in that landmass. So he would be classified, if we're starting from the beginning, as from that chosen lineage of the sons of the Most High. Okay, well, Salaki, let me go back further. That chosen lineage out of the sons of Adam, then of the sons of the Most High, and later Israelites when he came back through the process of reincarnation. All right? So Jacob had 12 sons through 4 women, his wives, Leah and Rachel, and his concubines, Bilhah and Zilpah, which further proves that Leah and Rachel were from Jacob's lineage because why? They were identified as his wives, and his concubines were identified as Bilhah and Zilpah, right? So Naphtali, Dan, Asher, and Gad can be identified as who? Mamzers, which has nothing to do, okay, with dictating our lineage. Only the man can. Let's go to Matthew, the 1st chapter. The book of the generation of Yahushua, Mashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob, and Jacob begat Judas and his brethren. And Judas begat such and such, such and such, such and such, right? So when we jump all the way down to verse 16, and Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Yahushua, who is called Mashiach. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David until the carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations, and from the carrying away into Babylon to Mashiach are 14 generations. And when you read this chapter, it deals with the lineage of men, okay? Trickling down from Abraham all the way down to the birth of Yahushua, okay? So again, women has nothing to do with determining the nationality of men, according to the standard, according to the truth of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. That mother's lineage, okay, is bullshit that came from Amalek. They did that shit. Let's go to Genesis, the 10th chapter. And verse 21, unto Shem or Sham also the father of all the sons of Eber. Now this is where we come from. The brother of Japheth, the elder, even to him were sons born. Right? So the sons of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. So when we jump down to verse 24, and Arphaxad begat Salah, and Salah begat Eber. Now this is our lineage, our forefathers, right? Verse 25, and unto Eber were born 2 sons. The name of one was Peleg, for in his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. But the point is, when you analyze this chapter, it focuses on what? The lineage of men, right? So when it comes to the determination of one's nationality, is based on the lineage of our fathers. So as long as these so-called Mamzers, fathers, are Israelites and they have been born again, right? They are more than welcome to teach this truth, okay? Because they are Israelites based on the lineage of their fathers. That's not it. Slovakia. Let me just do it like this. There we go. 1 Samuel. For Samuel 16:7, but Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, meaning what? His outer appearance, or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh sees not as man sees. For man look on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looks on the heart, the spirit, right? The spirit. So you can't look at a man and say, hey, he's an Israelite based on how he looks. No, at this time frame, it's all spiritual. You base it on that man's spirit. You base it on that woman's spirit. And also, just another point, when you go into Luke, the 2nd chapter, okay, Mary's lineage was determined by what? Her father's lineage and not her mother's lineage. So, Lord, will you were edified to all Mamzers, okay, that have Israelite fathers that have been born again via the Holy Spirit. You are more than welcome to watch videos and teach and preach, okay, through the correct protocol of Great Millstone. Lord, will you edified. Shalom.